You know, there are so many things that we can consume, and yet, as a minimalist, we choose not to, and not to fall prey to the corporate propaganda that keeps us in debt. This is one of the things that I am 100% sure. So the simple things and essential things that give me top priority of my current week and months ahead are a few items I thought I'd share with you, and things that I can't possibly live without, but also that saves me money in the long run. It's endless possibilities when you stop playing the game of society and what they want you to do. I choose to be my own individual self, think critically, and to be self-aware of what I really want to do with my life, and to be intentional and purposeful. I was reading some excerpts from the book, The One Thing, and what he suggests is that we should focus on one thing at a time, prioritize your life so that you can do better, and by doing less, you will be more successful. In today, in the multitasking world, which I consider just the busy city of noise, people often get pulled into many different directions. I know I do, and I know you feel the same. And it seems like it's sped up in the last 5 or 6 years, right? And what I'm afraid of is that our society is prioritizing multitasking and doing so many things at once. And when you do so many things at once, you can't be good at everything. And it leaves room for mistakes. And I can tell you for one, yes, it has caused mistakes on my end by rushing and constantly doing so many things at once. So what it's asking is, what is the one thing that you can do that such it domino effects with everything else that makes it easier to do for all the other things that fall into place, or that you simply do not have to do at all. So by narrowing down your focus and prioritizing what matters to you, that all the greatness and success you can achieve just by focusing on that one thing. I have a high stress job that is my work, and I have caregiving, which is also just as high stress. And then I have this YouTube channel, and to create is what I really love doing, and that's an outlet for me. At the same time, it's about how can I sustain that while making a living. I guess that's the $1 million question we all want to know. But the one thing that I can start with is keeping my life simple and living it in a slower pace in the busy city, so that you can protect your health, your mental well-being, and just being happy. I don't see a lot of people being very happy by doing a lot of rushing around and multitasking and not having time for the things that matter to them and the people in their lives. I can't worry about the things that I cannot control. And that leads me to finding these essential things in my life that I live with every day that save me money, that save me time. I have a very basic skin routine every morning. I do exfoliate my skin because I really feel great and get off those dead cells that may accumulate it overnight. That helps also get the brightness back in your skin, but also makes you look like you're alive and awake. I utilize a scrub from St. Ives, and it's so simple. It costs me about $6 or $7 a tube. And then all I do is put on a concealer. I don't use foundation, and I don't like powders. So, because powders tend to make me look old and accentuate my wrinkles, which I don't want to do that. I use my finger for everything on my face with the concealer. And instead of having a bunch of brushes and spending money on those things, I do have a brush for my eyeshadow but I don't always put that on every day. I find that my Avion spray is one of my luxury items that I do find is essential to me because it does reset your makeup. It freshens you up in the day. I can use that after getting off a flight, and that makes you feel really, really good. It wakes you back up and makes you look like you hadn't been on a long flight that's 3, 4, 5 hours. Be filled with joy because of you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. And that's Psalms 9, 1 and 2. Must have. Something that you can take with you and go anywhere. I have many Bibles around, but this is a hard copy for finding scriptures quickly. You can do it online on your apps as well, because I do read those a lot. At the same time, I do sometimes like this being in my hand and really have a live breathing document. When I'm going through adversities or anything, even with happiness and being on the other end, I still go through the Word to talk with God. And hey, I'm no saint. I am horrible at being consistent with this. But this gives me a hard copy reminder that it's out on one of my desks or out on my nightstand. If I see it, then I'll actually go and read it. This is the way to the relationship that I'm looking for with God, and God wants me to read His Word because that is getting to know Him. He already knows you. He can count every hair on your head. So get to know Him. That's the least that we can do. So, my jewelry. Yeah, that's it. It's my wedding band and my earring. I'm not a jewelry person like I used to be. I was buying costume jewelry and even more expensive type of gems. And for what? And my style always evolved. And I'm sure your style will always evolve as well. And these are items that are universal, last forever. Obviously, I've been married recently, so it's only been the last 3 years that I've had my ring. Before that, I was wearing no rings, but my earrings have been around for the last 7 or 8 years, and it will continue to be that way. But it just makes it versatile, so I don't have to change and think about things to put on different types of jewelry all the time, no matter what my outfit is. And I can leave these things on, and I don't have to feel like I have to do more layering and more decision making about what I wear. We know in my past videos that we decluttered the closet. It made it a lot easier to make decisions in the morning or in the evening about what I'm going to wear for the rest of the day. It keeps those things in check, and then I can complete my goals without the extra distractions. Make sense? All the way up until this time, I had been utilizing this even when I feel like there's a hint of a cold maybe coming on, or it could be allergies and sinuses. And sometimes the sinus issue may feel like I'm getting the flu. It does help me with utilizing these essential ingredients. 1, garlic. 2, ginger. Squeezing lemon in the hot water, as well as utilizing a little bit of honey for flavor, putting in a dash or 2 of turmeric, or you really want to go the route of cayenne pepper, it's great as well. Not only does this help for your wellness and feeling better and clearing out the bacteria that may be in your system, it also helps with weight loss. This tea will curb the appetite because if you are trying to fast or do any kind of intermittent fasting, these teas help you in general to help cleanse the colon as well as get the flat tummy back in place where you wanted it before. So there's a lot of things that we can do, and this helps that gut health, and the gut health will also be the domino effect to helping you lose weight at the same time. So going back to these ingredients, and this is what I put in my tea, and to make me feel a lot better, but also to detox some of the things that we have taken in from the environment, as well as just eating wrong foods. There's a lot of things and a lot of good benefits to doing this type of tea and making it your own instead of buying tea at the store. Those are some of my essential things that I can't live without right now. What are some of those things that you can't live without that make your life a lot more simple, less distracted, and just gives you great happiness? Thanks again for watching, guys. I look forward to the next video. I hope you will stick with me, and always remember, you can always begin again. Cheers.